Marine Science Department started a couple oyster farms selling the American oyster, the indigenous oyster. And now we have 11 oyster farms. There might be more. It's been a few weeks since I've looked at it. There's 11 oyster farms that produce 75 to 80% of the oysters in the whole state. Last year, the oyster crop on this river was $14 to $16 million. When the baby oysters come from the hatchery, 1.5 million of them fit in a gallon jug. It looks like sand and costs more than 15 grand. After a few short weeks at dockside nurseries, the fastest growing of the oysters are ready to move out to this equipment on our right. They grow them in the floating gear because there's more food at the surface and the water's warmest up there, so that's where they grow the quickest. When they've grown a thick enough shell to stand up to a crab, starfish, duck, the farmer takes them out of these bags and sprinkles them right on the riverbed. They spend the next year and a half or so hanging out down there doing the oyster thing until they're harvested by a diver or a boat towing an oyster drag. So it's a 2-ish-year-old oyster you meet at the bar. And speaking of meeting oysters at the bar, we have the freshest oysters in town at the bar on the boat. We also have a bar at the bar on the boat. It's open. When oysters first hatch out, they're all male. When they reach maturity at around a year old, they all turn female. Then just a few turn back male again to, well, you know. And somehow the ladies know, down there in the dark without Facebook, if those very few males have been eaten. And once again, just a few of the ladies will turn back male to fill the gap. And you think we have it rough. This is called the DAMARISCOTA River. though technically it is not a river. It's an estuary because fresh and salt water mix here. But there's so much salt water here. It's a tidal estuary. It's an 8 to 12 foot tide. So 8 to 12 feet of water, as far and wide as you can see it, comes up here twice a day. So it would take a lot of fresh water to change the salinity. This is about 97% as salty as the Gulf of Maine.